Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, as usual, I have a special sales offer available inspired in your own season. And if you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box below, or you can email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, the month of April can be very fruitful for many of you. There's a lot coming forward as being reward, as being an energy of reward, an energy of compensation, an energy of you being given something not only you deserve, but many of you have worked hard for, you have fought, tremendously to come to this moment in time and have those things secured, or have those things established in your life, where you can start to build here a foundation of sorts that you're really interested in or invested in. Many of you are trying to find here the right location, the right person, the right idea, the right of something to build from. With the Three of Pentacles, you're very open, but also very aware that you're not, willing here to miss on anything that you consider. It's like you don't want to miss time, resources, energy, emotions in things that you don't see potential. So basically, many of you, you're not interested in losing your time, wasting your time in things that won't add up to, the type of vision of life you have or you're creating. So it's almost like some of you Aries here have this very specific vision you're creating of what the ideal life would look like, what the life of your dreams would be, what life you want to really work for, to invest in. And so many of you are getting very specific and detailed about it. So when anything that does not fall in alignment with this kind of specific vision you're working on, you're very quick to push to the side or to eliminate here from a source of something from that would take from you, or something that you would give attention to. So it's like many of you you're addressing waste, you're addressing what's really necessary and what's not. Many of you are cutting to the chase, and so you're really focused on the essentials and the raw truths of matters. And again, I keep getting like you don't want to waste time, and there are necessities right now that you really concentrated on, and you don't feel like you can really give much to things that are not adding to the specific energy of the Three of Pentacles and whatever that means to you. And this means about something you want to build on, something you want to produce, something you want to achieve, something that you want to see thrive, specifically around the material and professional world, but also in terms of concrete definitions of what you're dealing with. So people that are, unreliable, that don't know what they want, that you feel like you cannot count on, you might not have the patience or the will to deal with them, You're looking for people that you can work with in a certain way, being in a romantic sense, professional sense, even in terms of friendships or family. You want to have things working here in a way that feels right, and it feels where there's this constant kind of cooperation flow. I feel like for some of you, you might be dealing here with collabs. You might be dealing here with adding forces with some people in which you're seeing potential, in which you're seeing that they can really help you thrive, or they can really help overcome your current financial struggles. Some of you Aries might be struggling with finances, or you're very worried with finances, and so it's like you want to have something preventing you, protecting. It's like protecting you from problems that you might believe they might come up, or that you predict they might come up. Because I feel like for some of you Aries, you're very intuitive, and during this time, specifically around this season of yours, where we're still concentrated in your season, there's a lot of understanding, I feel, of certain things that before you were not so sure or clear upon. And one of the things in which you might be having a lot of clarity and a lot of on point understanding of is that there might be some sort of financial adversity coming, financial problem, an expense, or just, a feeling of needing to really ensure that you have things right. So when any possible, tough time might come along, you're protected. So this is about you wanting to ensure that when this time comes, if it comes, you're protected. You're fearing tomorrow. There are some Aries here that are fearing tomorrow, that are fearing what might be. And hopefully you won't turn to that, but the fact that it might is it has a strong pull enough to make you work very hard to have, your safety, to have your stability. I do feel like as you move deeper into May, and as then we go into also Taurus season, where these themes of prosperity and abundance and security are very big themes, this might be something that it's going to even, get more intense. Is like this needs to ensure that you have your stability with the Four of Wands, that you have things secured. Some of you want to have your work position secured. Some of you want your financial position to be secured. Others of you want your life to be secured. So for some of you, there might be this fear of you not being safe. Maybe some of you feel threatened by something, by negative forces, by, environments around you where you feel this threat, or that there's just that feeling of you not feeling safe. Some of you not feeling safe at home, and some of you not feeling safe with the person you're with, or some of you not feeling safe, in your trajectory right now, the paths you walk on, the routes you choose, to go. There's something about it that gives you this off feeling. Being that you have concrete reasons to be afraid or not, there's that focus on security, there's that focus on safety. And I feel like for some of you, there's just this word of caution of you not getting yourself, into situations without, proper clarity, meaning that if you make choices fully based on fear or lack, or, unfounded, there's something here about, there's this this unfounded suspicion that might be so, so strong that it leads you into creating problems that without that decision, without that impulse, that wouldn't happen. So some of you need to acknowledge, where is this lack of security coming from? Where is this thing that does not make you feel safe coming from? Some of you know where it is, but some of you also, I feel like you don't. It's just that feeling of not being safe for some reason. And so you might, if you don't judge and analyze this energy, this fear, this insecurity of yours properly, you just might be prone to do things that then will work against you, and that same own need of yours to be safe and to be secured in a specific situation. Some of you are dealing also here with energies of codependency, and this is something that is a huge burden for many of you Aries. I do feel like there's a lot of family dependency on you. Family can be a particular sensitive issue for some of you during April, as if and some of you Aries might be working really hard for your families. It could be that, you know, this fear of lack of safety or financial security, material lack, is more a fear of those you love, those you care for, not having something. So it's like you're taking on certain responsibilities here to be either a provider or to help your family find, again, the right foundation to build prosperity and abundance from. But as I was saying, you know, there might be some dependency with family. There might be some complicated here family relationships that are also getting in the way of your freedom. Because many of you want freedom. Many of you want to just, you know, feel like you can live your life passionately and with inspiration without, you know, being so concentrated in things that feel at times to take away your joy. This is a moment where, you know, the themes of responsibility and having to work really hard to get to a positive outcome is indeed something that might be more of a priority right now. So you might feel like you just can't let go of something, that it's a burden or that it's a difficulty, because you feel like like this is something that I don't want to say that it's mandatory, but it's like something that you really need to go through to then have your rebirth, to then have your freedom. In a way, you can feel either responsible for something, or you can feel like it's your role to play. You're taking on, some of you are taking on a role or taking on a responsibility because you feel like that's your duty. But as I was saying, I feel like the family can be here, you know, a source of problem. Maybe you have everything going well for you, but, you know, the fact that someone you care for or someone that has some ties here with you is not doing well or needs your help, needs your assistance, is going to be something very impactful for you during the month of April. I feel like there's an energy of mutual support here that it's going to be needed until it's needed, you know. It's like, it's not something that I feel like it's going to take you forever to be done with this. This is going to take some time, but eventually you're going to find here a solution to whatever crisis some of you are facing. Some of you it's family crisis, some of you it's health crisis, some of you it's financial, personal crisis. There's a feeling of crisis emerging, right? But also I feel like there's a lot of how you call it, like a lot of wisdom in you to attend to this. There's a lot of understanding in your own way of what needs to be done, because you're very, again, concentrated here, so you know what needs to be done. And the feeling in April is like you're not shying away from this. It's like you're facing here what needs to be done, even if it's not, you know, 100% what you really would like to be doing. You're still going to get it done. For some of you, I also feel like there might be, again, here some trouble with relationships. For those of you where your love life might be something worrying you, especially for Aries that are in a committed, solid relationship, I feel like, again, a crisis might be felt in this relationship. Maybe not because a lack of true care and desire for each other, but there might be either financial concerns, health concerns, things outside of the relationship interfering in the relationship. But and I feel like, though, this might lead to quarrels, or this might lead to disagreements, that, you know, again, it's important to clarify what's what. So is it because you and your partner can't stand each other, don't want each other anymore, or is it really because you're allowing things of the outside to interfere in your own relationship? Because it might be, for some of you, have your families also meddling in your love life, and this could be an issue. For others of you, though, I feel like there might be here an energy of a triangle being the problem, and being here. For some, it's a deal breaker, especially, this is more for Aries that are getting to know someone, or that are like dealing here with two love interests and you're unsure about who you want or what choice you want to make, be aware that this might come up to light here. If it's coming from you, if it's you that you're juggling two love interests with the Judgment energy, this might come to light. But if someone is also kind of doing this to you and you are unaware, this will also come to light in April. And I feel like for some this will be a deal breaker, so you will choose to walk away here from a situation where you don't feel chosen, or that where you feel like disrespected deeply, right, in your sense of deserve, you know, what you deserve, what your true value is. You could be feeling unappreciated by someone, and this wounds you deeply here during the month of April. It could happen for some of you. Spirit just wants you to be aware. I keep getting like, just be aware of what you're dealing with truthfully, and then you make your choices. But I also feel like for many of you, a disappointment can turn out to be a huge booster of energy, of motivation, of, you know, a sense of release here, because from a disappointment, from a letdown, you're going to be activating here in your own being an energy that raises you up, that again activates this rebirth with the energy of the Judgment, that will lead you into a much better, upgraded state of life, and also of attracting here relationship style or energies where you feel revived, where you feel it's right, where you feel like you can be free, where you're in the energy of expansion and not of lack. So I hope you have a great month. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.